What's goody fam? It's your favorite Cuzzo D.
And your boy DJ G.
And you are now vibing with
It's Drinks on Me podcast, baby.
Pull up, niggas, pull up. Hey, tonight is a motherfucking great night. We got our first motherfucking special guest in the building. The smoothest motherfucking IT guru I know. Tech Gent, nigga. I'm talking about the techiest gent I know, motherfucker. He calling that bitch a tech. He steal your lady, but he married, so y'all ain't got to worry about it. That's how you reel that shit back in. Motherfucking phenomenal brother, a phenomenal friend, a phenomenal husband, a phenomenal father. Give it up for motherfucking Erick Kelly in the goddamn building.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm about to record that intro, man. I'm about to play that next time I do a live appearance or something, man.
Hey, no,
this intro I done had.
Hey, play that shit on Tech Gent. Just like as soon as you're gonna be like, oh, this is a lot. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to monetize no more, but
yeah, the monetization gonna be dead.
Out the door, baby. YouTube gonna be like, oh no, he got one of those niggas on. Oh yeah, we got it.
Hey, but all that shit is true, y'all. Is this for a well-deserved brother? So that intro is the real shit.
Hey, man, I appreciate that, man. I'm just honored to be on here, man. When he asked me what I was doing, I had some other plans, but when he asked me about the podcast, I was like, oh, I'm doing a podcast, like I said.
Well, we glad to have you, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man.
To be the first guest, man.
Yeah, man, you first. Yeah, a lot of niggas said they were gonna come.
Yeah, a lot of niggas said they was gonna come, man, but you came through, E.
Them motherfuckers came and went. We ain't see that.
Hey, no, I'm here, man. Cup in hand. Like I said, supporting, man. I love what y'all doing. I listened to a couple of podcasts, man, and I'm just ready to vibe with y'all, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Before we even get big with it, have a quick moment of silence for my man Chadwick Boston.
Damn, man, yeah,
man.
Salute,
sir.
Drink my drink. All right, so tonight, normally I let Daryl get into it, but I'm in a mode. I'm getting sick, tired, motherfucker, tired. All right, niggas is pissing me off because I love y'all. That's my issue. I'm too passionate about my people, and y'all just be pissing me the fuck off.
Oh shit! What I walk into?
Oh, man, you can walk into some shit. I told you it's gonna be intense, man. You like, man, why did I come here? Why am I here?
Hey, man, I got a mouse, man. I can click.
Yeah, that nigga said, I'm out.
Hey, if I knew you was coming, man, I could have tried to prepare you, but
nah, man.
It's gonna be some shit though, man.
Okay, so what we're talking about tonight is your path. And okay, so what I mean by your path, all right, we talked a lot about purpose. We talked a lot about, finding your gumption, the gift you're supposed to give to the world and all, but to get there, there's a path that you got to find, that you got to build, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what's getting to me now is it's so many people out here right now, and it's been going on, but they say like they ready to rock, right? You know how you run into the folks, they're like, yo, I'm out here, I'm doing my thing, I'm trying to get right, I'm an entrepreneur and bop, and all that shit. Mm-hmm. But their actions don't match their words. It's the same thing when we were talking about prayer, right? Remember we were talking about prayer?
Yeah.
That you pray for something.
Right.
But then you don't fucking follow through with what you praying for. So the same rules apply. You say you ready to walk in your path, but your actions don't even apply to that shit. Like, I don't understand. Like, it fucking blows my mind. I'll give you an example, and then y'all can go in from there if you want to. All right, so let's say I use me. I ain't the motherfucking guru when it comes to marketing. That ain't my thing. Mm-hmm. But I found the motherfucking guru when it came to marketing, right? And he's the motherfucker behind all my nigga, Eric Thomas, Tony Roberts, Dean, so many other people that come to him as far as marketing goes in his programs. His nigga name is Russell Brunson. Mm-hmm. All right, so once I found him, I bought all his books, all of them. I got all the motherfucking audio and hard copy and PDFs. I got all the motherfucking books.
Mm-hmm.
So I run into folks that's like entrepreneurs. These my people half the time. And I'm like, yo, what's the deal? Where you at? Because we all trying to get in this shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, man, I'm just trying to figure out, how to get my shit out there, aka marketing. Right? I'm like, well, yo, look, I ain't the best motherfucker at it, right? But I got all the motherfucking information that you need. I shoot that shit to you, man. No, I'm good. I just want to, enjoy the journey. Or they hit you with a line like that. What? My mind be blown. I'll be like, wait, what? I don't understand the concept of why when niggas say they ready to walk that path, that they feel like they got to do it completely on their own. Like they got to make the journey. Like it ain't successful without the journey. They on this alchemist shit. If the nigga would have paid attention to his dream in the alchemist, all that nigga would have to do was start digging. When he woke up.
Hey, it's several pieces to that, man. To be honest, one problem, especially in America, niggas in America, unless we think you got money, we don't listen to you.
Facts.
It don't matter. It don't matter what it is.
That's fact. Yeah.
Like the only reason Donald Trump president is because people think he got money.
Right.
So you could be spending somebody gold, but unless you walk around and look like you successful, people don't take you seriously. People feel like, oh well, you just another nigga out here on the streets. What you know or what you giving me ain't really worth nothing. But then also going back to your earlier point about what people praying for stuff, but then not actually trying to pursue it. A lot of people ask for stuff, but then don't want to go through what it takes.
Man.
So God ain't gonna give you nothing. If you pray to God like, God, I want to be strong. Well, hell, you about to endure some damn trials. God, I want patience. Well, shit, you about to go through some stuff that's gonna build your patience. That's the way you get. Right. Like that's how it happened. People don't want that trial. They go along with it.
I'm gonna add on to what E said, man. Motherfuckers don't want to work. That's the other thing. Like you were saying, you could bring all the information to them, but they just want to be, they just want to enjoy the ride. I noticed that even though you can offer them the whole system, you can offer them it just, from beginning to end, they don't want to put in the work it would take to get to that destination. They want the destination. Most people now, man, it's a microwave life. It's a pop your ass in for a couple of minutes and hey, I want the product. It's not what it took to get in that bag and all the other shit that came behind that process before they was able to get the popcorn. You know what I'm saying? People want a microwave way of their dreams coming true, their goals coming to pass. It's microwavable, and they don't want to they don't want to plow for it, man. They don't want to grind.
Facts, but at the same time, most of these people are my people. I ain't talking about like my people as a culture, like black people. I'm talking about these are my niggas. A lot of the time, these are close friends. A lot of the times, so that was bothering me. I'm passionate about my people, period, as a culture, because I know that we don't really need to depend on nothing. We can build all our shit on our own. We got too much talent. In fact, we built all their shit, so ain't no way in hell we can't build all our shit. So don't make no sense. But it's like okay, let me go with trials, like y'all was saying. People pray for something, but they don't want to go through the trial. It's simple switches. All right, so most people call shit like that storms. Oh man, I made it through the storm. I'm going through a storm. In all honesty, I've learned to look at it as it's not so much of a storm. It's more like the cold is forging your armor. Like when you go into the storm, right? You don't want to just go through it just to get out of it. And you damn sure don't want to run away from it. What you want to do is get in that motherfucker, and if you got to sit in it for a minute till you get what you're supposed to get out of it, because what it does, every trial or storm you've been through has exposed the chink in your armor, right? Because at the end of the day, everybody here is like fucking on a scale out this world when it comes to important. they'll make you feel like it's like 7 billion people in the world and you just a speck. But only you can do what you're meant to do here. Everybody's different. Everybody has a different purpose. Only you can do that. So when you going into these storms, that's how you get stronger. Like you can't ask for that path that you got to build if you're not mentally, physically, spiritually sound enough to handle that shit. And that's what happened to a lot of people. Even when they do get the microwave version of it, they get it, and then their ass be right back on the corner because they wasn't prepared for it.
Yeah,
exactly.
But I don't understand, and then again, I do. It's like when people feel like they have to go through it alone. Nobody does it alone. Now, I'm not saying that you don't have to put in your work because that's your role. You got to build that shit brick by brick.
Mm-hmm.
But if a motherfucker is willing to help you, like, hey, maybe you should lay that brick over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And not right here. That's what drives me crazy. It's like, yo, I'm trying to help you. There's nothing wrong with taking help. I had an issue with that. I used to hate to ask niggas for help. Because I was in the mentality of, I don't want no nigga holding that over my head. Like, yo, well, you remember that time I helped you back? You know what I'm saying? Yo, hey, nigga, yo, I got that nigga there. You know, and then they come back to you like, man, I heard this nigga helped you. Wow, nigga. I hate when people do that. I had to get over that and like, nah, nigga, I can't do it. I can't do it. I need your goddamn help.
Yep. Hey, man, I just went through counseling, and that was one of the things that was holding me back was feeling like, I don't know if it's just a man thing or a black thing or a black man thing or whatever, but feeling like you got to be able to do everything yourself, man. And it might be a Southern thing, man, because we used to doing everything. You know,
I'm from the North.
Yeah. It's the same way, E, because I was just in counseling, man, and that's one of the issues me and my wife was having.
Yeah, man. So,
man,
exactly.
trying to do it all on your own. So
yep.
It to me, that's a man thing, man.
Yeah, man.
I don't know if it was a man thing for me. These niggas popping up. Oh, Zoom, let me know you can go over 40 minutes, nigga. What? Let's go. We got kills in this bitch. No more 40 minutes. That's because school fucked up. They like, yo, school got last 8 hours. How we gonna do this motherfucker? You gonna have 40-minute increments and everything? No, nigga. Sock it to
You know,
but yeah, man.
Go ahead, E. Go ahead, man.
I don't know, man. I was just gonna kind of comment on what D was saying, man. I think it is a man thing because we groomed. Like you think about if you're in a room full of men, needing help or assistance is seen as kind of being weak.
It is. It
is. Especially, y'all from the North, but y'all live in the South. In the South, niggas like, oh man, we can make that happen, man. We can do something with that. What happened? Your car blew up? Oh man, we can slap something
right.
wheels on there. Man, I got this damn Gorilla Glue, man. It'll hold anything together, man. Put that engine block back together, man. Put a little oil up in there. Have you back on the road in no time, man. We can do that. That independence, is at an all-time high here.
Yeah.
And so I know that's one of the things that kind of, especially with me growing up, and I have my dad around, feeling like, everything I did was like a validation to my manhood,
Oh yeah, man. I couldn't agree with you more. I think we all suffer from that, man. That's around the board, Up north, hey, it was like every day you had something to prove. Every time I stepped out my door, I had something to prove. And it was made a sign of weakness, man. I mean, in all areas, man, even my cousins, all of them, man, would get on me. One little sign of you not being an alpha male, man, you was the weak link in the pack.
Oh, yeah.
So, you had to take your stance even before you stood up against other things in your life. It started right at your front door. It started right in your
motherfucking issue right there. That's part of the issue.
I mean, that's the truth, though.
Yeah,
see, I was a little different. Even in the North, and when we was in Chicago, it was different because, predominantly our family was in life. So it really didn't matter. Like, I was the little bro in every hood. And they were like, yo, I know your people, nigga. Get your I was the nigga they chased out the motherfucking street. Now get your motherfucking ass home before I tell you your father and shit like that. He was the nigga like, come on, nigga, let's run this lick right quick. I was a nigga that was like, if you don't take your motherfucking ass home, I'm gonna beat your ass, because it was allowed for niggas on the block to beat your ass if they knew your people. So
yeah,
it was different for me. I didn't want help because of how I put it before, because people tend to they would tend to use that shit like as leverage.
Oh yeah, man.
Back and so it was like, man, you know what? Or I would ask for their help and they said they'd do it and they wouldn't come through. So it was like I took it after so many times of that. It was like, fuck it. I just learned how to do this shit on my own, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't. I'm not gonna keep depending on niggas to help me. I know what I'm saying. So that's what made me get to the mode for a long time. Like, fuck it, I just do it on my own. I'm like, nigga, can you help me move? Sure, don't come through. Fuck it, I'll move it myself. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Yo, I need this. When it was music, I was like, man, yo, can you like mix this beat up for me right quick? All right, cool. Then they try to charge your motherfucking arm and the leg. Nigga, what? What? I'm a broke college student. Are you stupid? Yeah. Get my shit back. I learned to do it on my own. I do it on my own. I need my haircut. That'd be $25. $25? Don't worry about it. I'll fuck up a couple times. I'll do it on my own.
No, right? Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, nigga, my freshman year in college, when the nigga told me, because all through school, my auntie cut my hair, because that's what she did for a living. I got the college nigga try to charge me $20. I was like, oh, nah, nigga. I mean, I was fucked up my whole freshman year, but I learned how to cut my hair. I had a do-rag on my entire freshman year, nigga. The first time I took my do-rag off, half the niggas didn't even know who the fuck I was. They were just walking right by me. They were like, oh, nigga, fam, you got hair? I was like, yeah, nigga, I got hair. You know, so I think it's two different ways. One way is you have to prove.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? You proving something. And then the other way is probably like you got let down so much that you would like, fuck it, I can't depend. It's like, yo, fuck it. I can only depend. And then it's on the other side, like she seemed like I can't depend on nobody. Yeah. So leave you with self. And that's fucked up. You know, that's a fucked up way to go. My thing is, these niggas, I ain't giving nobody no slides. Most of these niggas is grown. All right? You grown. And you had help from different people. So it tends, I think I just get tired because my gift is I see how great people can be. And I just want you to do that. And when I'm trying to help you do that, and you like shit on me, I'll be like, nigga, I'm gonna put your ass 6 feet. Stop fucking with me. Stop fucking with me. I'm trying to help you. You know how frustrating it is? All right, just say, like, we all got kids. Daryl got plenty. So let's just say, like, when you trying to help your kid, right? They might be hungry. And you like, all right, baby, what you want? And then they start getting angry as fuck. For no reason, throwing the tantrum. You like, well, what you want? You know, I don't want it. Like, all right, so what you want? Let me get it. It's like, you steady trying to help. It's like, no, let me get it. Like, I don't want that. Like, well, what the fuck do you want me to do?
Exactly.
You know like, what, man?
The same concept I feel crossed over. It's like, nigga, you keep saying you want this shit. I keep seeing this shit post every goddamn way I look. And I'm throwing this shit to you like it's free. I don't want nothing in return. It's free. Here. Nah, I'm good. Nigga, you just said you wanted that shit 2 minutes ago. I'm reading it. I'm reading it. I'm reading it. Verbatim.
Social media motherfucker, man. I say that.
That's why I stay off that bitch as much as possible.
Media, people be living whole other lives on social media, man.
That shit's so stupid. I ain't never understood that. I hate social media. Only reason I love it is because I can keep up with my people. Like I can keep up with my family in Louisiana or in Chicago, and like family I didn't even know I had in Houston years back that I found was in Houston. Or you in Alabama, Daryl in Alabama. Like I can keep up with what the fuck y'all got going on. That's why I like Marco Polo too. Niggas be like trying to talk about Marco Polo. Fuck y'all. I could talk for a whole hour on Marco Polo. And that shit goes through.
Hey, you right. I might listen to that shit though.
Yeah, you might. Because they took away that 2X. Them niggas, man, they tried to charge for some shit they gave me for free for 3 years. Oh, you're tripping. Man. You're tripping.
You know, I want to throw something at y'all, man, since we on the tip of the path and a lot of stuff that we didn't talked about just kind of brought this analogy to my head, you know.
Oh, shit.
You know me in analogies. I know Eric know me in analogies too, so I'm just going to bust this one.
Sound about right.
So, you know, all of us you know, then played that video game, right? You know, where you pick your character, you make your character, and then you spend all your time like leveling up this character, right? You know, but you can't do it without a team. Some things you can, but some you can't. You know what I'm saying? You know how the game go. You get in there, man. Hey, you constantly battling, leveling yourself up, because you know when you get to this boss, you got to be at a certain level in order to beat him. Or even before you even get to that stage.
Man, let's just be clear. He's talking about Final Fantasy. I get it. Let's just be clear.
I'm talking about different things.
That is Final Fantasy 7. Because that's what that nigga doing.
Different games in general, right? Okay. So, so you know, you spend all that time. It's kind of like what we talking about tonight, because that could really project what path you outcome you have on the way you play this game. And all of us, we could have the same game tonight playing it, but we all gonna play it different ways.
Yeah, because Eric gonna get
all
deep
gonna level our character different.
That nigga be gaming. Like Eric
gaming. You know what I'm saying? So I know he you feel me?
Yep.
For real.
And I'm a live stream that shit too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That nigga live stream game.
So you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, this is life, but you don't ever really give up on it. You like, shit, well, I just gotta find another path. I gotta level up some more. I gotta be greater than what I am right now. Even then, when you brought up the armor situation,
yo, that's
you
what
know, the game shit. You gonna find the best armor or some way to craft it. You know what I'm saying? To become.
You know what's funny?
You know,
I know you, my brother, with your big ass head. I knew you, my brother. That's how I knew you, my brother. I had that same analogy in my head 2 days ago when I was thinking about this. When I first hit you up, I was like, nigga, I'm going in, because it's the best way to relate it. To
it
people.
is.
Like because niggas nowadays they just love playing games. I think I'm the only nigga that don't play games. But I watch a nigga. I will watch a nigga play. I will watch gameplay all goddamn day. But I'm not gonna do it. I can't. If I die and I put all that motherfucking work in, I'm from the era where you can't. We all from this era, but you can't turn the fucking game off. You know, you gotta leave that bitch going.
Oh yeah.
And you go back home. And if a motherfucker felt the need to turn this motherfucker off,
there's a problem, cuz
you about to fucking kill your mama and everybody. Did you turn off the game?
But D, wait, before you say that next statement. Now, we like that, the OGs in gaming, right? But our kids, they don't be shit. They don't try to go through no full levels. They don't try to beat
why you gotta
games.
talk about your kids like that?
Because it's the truth. I mean, because it's the truth. They shit. This is what I'm saying when I say microwavable. They'll go to the next fucking thing that they like and don't save nothing. Don't try to accomplish nothing. That's another part of like the people we saying right now.
Them niggas grown. I'm not giving them slides. They grown.
They still got them same. You know, them same tendencies, man. Like, I'm just gonna move past one thing, go to the next thing, move past this, go to the next. Where some of us is like, shit, I ain't stopping until I accomplish, level up, build, put on a different piece of armor. I got a
that dog in you though. Like I tell you, know what?
It's different grind. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I noticed, and I can actually vouch for both of y'all, because I know E for a decade, and I know you for like 40 decades. So it's but so when I first met E at the interest meeting, I saw this nigga. I was like, so I'm the youngest. Off top, I was like, yeah, I got to be the youngest nigga in here, because these niggas look like they already established life, and I'm still a guy. I'm still in this bitch working hard. At that time, E was working with his dad, like at the computer business.
Yep.
So when we got on our shit, like actually got in the fire with shit, like I narrowed down who I was gonna fuck with. We used to meet up at E house. And I narrowed it down because I recognized that dog in E, that hustle. I recognized that hustle in E. It was E and Jerry. It was like off top. After the first night, I was like, you know what? Yeah, y'all niggas ain't. Look, this how rude I used to be, people. It wasn't my shit. Like, this wasn't my apartment. But them niggas wasn't coming in. I made sure. I was like, nah, y'all stay outside. No, y'all can't come in. Like, no, y'all go. I was like, that nigga off four brothers. Go sit at the kids' table.
Exactly.
You can't come in. But I think people who do that, they got that hustle in them. It's something about a person who hustles and understands that you got to do that. You can spot it, especially if you a hustler. Like you can spot that shit. It ain't got to be legal hustle. It's just the fact that you know how to get out there and turn that guy there, make $1 out of 15 cents. You know what it takes. To make $1 out of 15 cents, and you smart with it. Like,
man. I think kind of touching on everything y'all talking about, man. Perspective got a lot to do with that, man.
Hey, we talked about that, boy. I should have got you on that one. That was episode 7. God damn it.
Yeah, man. So perspective is sort of like trying to, once you've been through the fire or whatever, trying to pass that knowledge back to people. It don't have the same weight until people then got to a certain point in life. It's sort of like, yeah, man. It's sort of like telling somebody who ain't never had no money, hey, man, money ain't everything. Mm-hmm. At a certain point, it's like until you have had a little money, it's hard to understand because people see money, especially in America, as the solution to all your problems.
Yeah, man.
But at the end of the day, that's not the case, man. And they go the same way for success. You talk about microwavable stuff. People feel like the path to success.
Oh shit!
Success is like a straight line, and they see people that have been successful, and all they see is the end result.
Right.
But then you look at these stories. Anybody that's successful, they'll tell you, yeah, this the person that helped me out. This was my mentor. This is the person I modeled myself after. Like you think about Kobe Bryant, like he got somebody he modeled himself after.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. Like everybody who's great, they didn't just wake up and became great. Like
unless they was white. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like disclaimer, that's Demetrius saying that. Now that's D. That's your favorite cousin OD. I don't want to put nothing on nobody else. That's me. Hey, I'm not in corporate world like that. I don't give a fuck. You white and rich, you woke up blessed. Okay.
Hey man. Hey, even they had a certain hustle, man. They had a perspective. Their perspective was
daddy gonna buy it.
Well, you know daddy, in order for their daddy to buy it, he had the perspective of, I don't have some shit. I want some shit. I'm about to go take some shit.
That's what it is. They stole that shit.
White people's perspective is, if I ain't got it, I can steal it.
Exactly.
Look, man, you look at
I'll be damned if a nigga got it and I ain't got it.
And I ain't got it.
Yeah, I tear his shit down. So neither one of us got it. Yeah, I don't have it. He got it.
Oh yeah, man.
Not in my yard. Not around my niggas, you ain't.
That nigga up on that nag.
What's that nigga on that
nag? Oh man, but that's so true, E, man. Look, a lot of them, man, stole. You know what I'm saying? To put that richness there.
Oh, they just beneficiaries. They just got passed down. What the fuck? That shit was just passed the fuck down.
Oh, that damn thieving shit got passed down too.
Exactly.
Niggas got passed down. It was like, that's just riches, nigga. You get it all. You get people passed down to your ass. I was like, yo, this was my nana. Now this is your nana.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be your children nana too.
Like how you inherit a whole nigga?
You inherit a whole person, nigga. Like what? In my will, last will and testament, I want to give you Jim, Bob Joe, George, Kizzy, Chicken Little,
and my lucky socks.
Yeah. I want to give you 100 acres, all the cotton that they're gonna pick for you. Mm-hmm. And $500,000, which is like $20 trillion back then. All right, now you get your broke ass out here and do something with your life.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
It's like, yo, true. So I get some peas. Mm-hmm. I get a string bean.
Man, look, and they still doing it to this day.
Look, man, I just don't get. I wish, like, it bothers me, man, because like everybody has their own path, and like I said before, you ain't even gotta necessarily stray off your path. It's not straying off your path. You're gonna like detour, go through your trial, or what I like to call go through your forging. Is gonna expose that chink in your armor that you need to strengthen, and then your path that was a one way turns into two lanes. And then you might go another way, then it turns into 3 lanes. Each trial you go to, where you're gonna have a mega highway. You got so many roads that you can go on, but on all those roads, you can actually run into people who can aid you on your path. Like it might be a motherfucker right now looking for IT people, just like y'all two, just looking for niggas like that. Like it would be crazy to me. Like if a mother came offering, now you working. This is the thing I hate, and this is probably just my switch. I hate when people are at companies that they have nothing invested in for 20, 30 years. The nigga who run the company, rich.
Oh yeah.
Your ass is working to hopefully get Social Security checks that you ain't gonna get. Just know Donald Trump used that shit for these motherfucking $1,200 checks I've been getting. Oh, that shit gone. You best believe it. That's where your motherfucking Social Security went to your goddamn $1,200 during this pandemic. And when he done, they're gonna be like, well, you know, I had to do what I had to do to make sure America was great. And
oh no. When has Donald Trump ever explained anything he didn't do?
Hell no.
You know what? You're just mean. You're just mean, and you're stupid, and you're ugly, and you smell.
Like no, it was the Democrats.
It was that Chinese disease, the China disease,
and the Democrats. They took up all the money.
It was that kind of flu.
They killed all the people. All the deaths are on their head.
He don't know too many words, so he gotta keep recycling. It was the Chinese people, persons. They came over and did that.
Hey man, it was a psychologist who was kind of, he made all these disclaimers about, I haven't actually talked to Donald Trump, so I can't make any diagnosis. But he was saying that his mental capacity is degraded so much. And he was saying that based on his ability to look at historical data with Donald Trump, that's how he can tell you like Donald Trump is probably operating like at a quarter of his mental capacity right now.
He's a third grader.
And he showed clips of different interviews with Donald Trump.
Same words.
Like 30 and 40 years ago, Donald Trump was very articulate.
Oh, yeah.
He used to be very articulate, like quick-witted and all this stuff. He was like, the Donald Trump you see now is like an invader. Like he's like almost mentally retarded compared to how Donald Trump used to be able to speak, which is a problem. Like this nigga's not fit to be.
This nigga is he's the president of this place.
Yeah, he's somebody president.
He's the president of this place.
That say a lot though, don't it? You know what I'm saying? When the country, we got a third grader as a president.
Now look, y'all don't want to go there with, you know what? Fuck it. This is venting.
That's all I'm saying is,
you know what? I wasn't gonna go there, but this venting night.
But look, I'm gonna say this before you say that, D.
Oh no, it's about to go down.
I was thinking about when you were saying paths, and then I just thought about what he had just said about the third gradness of Donald Trump.
Okay, number 5.
Then the question is too, how do you want the last path to look? Because like, for instance, like we talking about even Chadwick Boseman tonight, battling this cancer and shit for 4 years. That's probably something, you ain't never see coming on the path. And damn sure being your last run.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant helicopter accident.
Look, when it comes to shit like that, I just don't understand. Now, I ain't the type of person to be like, why did God let this happen? No, I don't do that. I mean, it was all natural choices and that shit happened, but it is fucked up because I feel like they had so much more to give.
Yeah, how does the last path play out? You know what I'm saying? When you can't see everything that's on the board, when
you never can.
You have established a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? And shit, you still like you said, D, it seemed like you still got more to give, but damn, you can't.
Look, man, I am a firm believer of mindfulness, focusing on the now. Like I told you before, like when you plan ahead, you literally practicing faith, because it's like if you think you got something going on tomorrow, nigga, you practicing faith. Because necessarily you might not wake up. Agreed. So you like, yo, tomorrow I'm a barbecue, I'm a drink, nigga, you might die. Tonight, okay?
That's the truth.
Like that's just fact, nigga, you might die in your sleep. You like, yo, I got so much shit planned tomorrow. So like the saying I said, learn as if you will live forever and live as if you would die tomorrow, because you never know. So I believe even though they pass so quickly, I believe they lived their life like that. And you can tell they was living their life like that because Chad was putting it down with the movies that he chose. And he stamped himself in Black culture because every role he picked was a monumental person that he brought to light that you can actually see and emotionally connect to. The way he portrayed Jackie Robinson is not the way that you read about him or heard about him in school.
Right. Yeah. Chadwick is Jackie.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. The way that you might have heard about James Brown, the way he portrayed James Brown, because that shit was out there. he did that. You was just proud that he did James Brown. Like you like that nigga did that.
Yeah, he said
man. But even with Thurgood, it was like the pride that you felt when you seen him play Thurgood. The amount of energy and like how Black Panther turned the switch on in Black culture. Like nigga, we are kings. And queens in this bitch. After that came out, nigga, you were a thug till motherfucking Black Panther came out. The nigga was like went from motherfucking banging in this bitch to Wakanda forever.
Yeah, man.
That was a fact. Like nigga, I mean, it took over. Nigga, okay. That nigga got tired of doing Wakanda forever. That's how much it took over. He told me to stop asking him to do that shit. He was like, look, could y'all please stop asking me to do the Wakanda?
But yeah, that's just the thing, man. Okay, so how do you want to leave your mark? And then
leave your mark.
But this is my thing, D. All right, like we was talking in the beginning, a lot of people don't want to put in that amount of work. They don't want to put in that amount of time. They just want it to come.
And now but I don't get my frustration.
I don't think they looking at the last path.
Because
you're not looking at how you want that to look. You know what I'm saying? At the end, like you want to see, you got a goal as far as
now you mentally. My frustration right there. That's my point.
Mentally, but you ain't really looking at what we call the long game of it, right? You're not really looking at that last path. If something happens to me where I'm fucked up in the end, or I get cancer or some shit like that, hey, do I want to die without, with just my goal accomplished, or do I want to die damn it leaving something behind, an inheritance and all this shit for,
all that comes from you putting in the work in the now. All you got, like right now, what I just said, all you got, that's in the past. Everything we just said, that's in the past. We live in the past, present time. Because right now we're in the present, but everything we're saying is past.
But you know what, D and E, you can say that right now it's the past, and that's true. But is it really? Because somebody can listen to this shit again, and again, and again, and somewhere it's gonna click.
That's still the past. I don't give a fuck how much I read a book. I can read a book. That shit was still wrote when 1942. God damn it, I read the Bible up and down. But when was that motherfucker wrote? I don't know. And neither did they.
Yeah, I think it all goes back to perspective as well, man. Because like I said, our personal perspective is this is our path. Our present is quickly becoming the past, but our past is going to be somebody's present.
Exactly.
And even thinking about like Chadwick and Kobe and stuff like that, I think the perspective we got to have is like death is a part of our path.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like us dying. Like think about Chadwick. Like he's gone, and now everything that was in his past, we gonna start looking back through it in our present.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna start examining it. It's gonna start having a new meaning now that he's gone.
Yeah.
Same thing with Kobe.
Which I hate that too.
Yeah, nigga. Imagine when Michael Jordan go. Yeah. I hate to say that.
That's gonna be a 50-50 with a lot of people. For us, it's gonna be great, but that's gonna be a 50-50. That's gonna be a toss-up because a lot of niggas don't like Mike.
Well, personally, you can not like him, but as far as his impact on
culture, he changed the game.
On business model,
he changed the game. Michael set the nigga. Michael created the game.
Yeah,
in Chicago, like he made the game. None of these niggas would be
like not even basketball, but business.
I'm talking about business.
Mike made the game. Even before that, y'all. Okay, we talking about how they always say the most important gift you get when you born is your name. Jordan's name, okay, his name, man. It ain't no way you could say that name and it just don't bounce back to him. I don't give a fuck whoever else had that name. Whoever else name in with Jordan, still it always makes you think about Michael Jordan.
MJ.
That's how much of an impact he done had, not just on the culture, but hell, worldwide, this everybody, they know him like, that's like, yeah, you say Jesus, everybody know Jesus. And you put Jordan, and everybody knows Jordan. I don't know nobody who don't know Jordan, even our kids.
Yep.
Because when they come in the world, we grooming them with shoes. Like, that's the most important thing they can have. It's not even the shoe. It's just the name. Man, look, the most important thing you got right now is Jordan.
Yeah, because that damn shoe cost $2 in China.
Hey,
you know, go get you some Shacks, nigga.
And it's funny you said that, Daryl, because the thing about Michael Jordan, man, think about it. Prince and Michael Jackson gone.
Right.
They won't have this, like, them leaving won't have the same impact. Because as great as Michael Jackson was, do your kids know who Michael Jackson is?
Right.
Like, does Michael Jackson mean anything to them?
Right, but it don't mean nothing to them. Right.
Yeah, when Jordan go,
yeah, it's gonna be different, man.
These kids ain't never seen a Michael Jordan game. They never seen him play, but he is relevant every month. Yeah, when they drop them J's
with the same damn shoe. Yeah, right. The nigga bring out the same shoe and put a different name on it. Yo,
that's it.
Using 13s. I gotta have them, nigga. They in your closet. They in your closet.
Hey, look, he don't even change the name. He just called it the retro. Hey,
that's
this shoe we dropped last year. Just the
retro.
Yeah,
man. Let me tell you something. If Jordan took another NBA player and said, "You know what? I'm gonna put your name on one of my shoes," that motherfucker will become big.
He did though.
He did, nigga.
Yeah. See what I'm saying?
Cause
you gotta be like Zion and sign with Master P, nigga. Where the P niggas out that shit. Y'all niggas playing with my nigga P like that. My nigga P, that's one of my role models. Cause he did it exactly like I wanted to do it. He was like, nigga, I'm doing this for family. Fuck y'all. I'm getting the fuck up out this shit. Well, I'm selling noodles. Nigga, I'm selling Master P pancake mix, Master P syrup, Master P rice. Nigga, what's up? Master P noodles. Nigga, let's go.
Everything niggas use. Do-rags.
You got do-rags. Nigga got shoes, noodles. Like, Master P is everything. That nigga said, nigga, you ain't gonna eat rap snacks, nigga. Y'all know y'all had some rap snacks.
He didn't done a rap snack.
Sour cream and onion joints.
Nigga, they got their little boosie, Hawaiian, like them Southern Heats and shit. Nigga, them bitches fire. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Them Brooklyn,
I say, man,
fries and shit.
Yeah,
but like you said, man, when he leave here, oh man, it's gonna be an impact.
But see, Jordan been left his mark, right?
And he alive. That's what I'm saying.
He alive. That's what I mean.
But death is always a part of everybody's process. Though. It don't matter how great you are when you alive. Once you gone, it hit people different.
Well,
like people start acting different.
You know what, E? That's so true. But then it's how you leave here. Because, like, if Michael Jordan died from, you know what I'm saying, just natural causes, okay, that'd be different. But somebody killed Michael Jordan.
Like they did his daddy?
Like they did his daddy? Man, shit. It's going to take a whole nother type of turn.
Well,
like, let Michael Jordan get pulled over, get shot in the back 7 times. You know what I'm saying? Shit, man, what?
Nigga, y'all thought this motherfucker was burning before?
Right, man, please. And not a damn motherfucker gonna burn a Jordan. You hear me?
Look, man, look.
Hey, you thought niggas getting their ass beat over scuffing some Jordans before?
I know. Shit.
Look, all right. So, all right, look, take it. Let me do it. God damn. All right, take another drink. Shot number 7. All right, check this out.
But the other part of that too is, as long as you don't go out like Bill did.
No, they set Bill up. Y'all gonna stop that bullshit.
Well, no, what I'm saying is, so regardless of how it happened, now Bill legacy ain't
tarnished like a motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
It ain't the same, man.
And the shit coming out that they lied, and it still ain't the same.
Yeah, man. Hey, a retraction is never as powerful as the initial article.
Yeah.
The initial, proclamation. Even if they come back and retract it, nobody interested in that at that point, man. That's just the culture we live in. People read headlines. They don't print retractions as big as they do them headlines, man.
No, the retraction be like at the bottom and small as like 10 print. and the headline being like 96.
Oh yeah, on the front page.
Man,
on the front page.
Hey, that's perspective too. Okay, because people gonna want what they want.
Well, but they teach you guilty.
They want to see you like that. That's entertaining to them. People want that shit.
No, they teach you that. Like I went. My minor was in mass communication and journalism. When it came to that, they teach you that. They teach you to make your headlines big and catchy.
No, and I agree with that. But I'm saying, some people, man, they want that form of entertainment. They want to see you. I mean, hell, niggas do it every day. Niggas want to hate you. You know what I'm saying?
It ain't some.
Yeah, right.
Look, hey, that reality TV shit, World Star, that shit revealed a terrible reality.
The news revealed a terrible reality, even if you just pay attention. And I don't even watch the news like that, but I mean, it's like, come on, man.
Well, so the news did it, but they can't really capitalize on it like World Star. All World Star show is ratchet shit.
Yeah.
And
World Star,
and it ain't just black folks.
Oh no,
right? No. You ain't no way you gonna tell me that 13% of the country has propelled all these, real husbands and real wives of Hollywood and
nigga, that's money.
All that shit. We ain't the only ones watching this shit.
That's money. That's for the love of money.
They're gonna make more money off of Bill being like this. Okay, and shit. Why they gonna start making money?
Exactly.
Goddamn, hold on. This nigga done got to going. I forgot where I was going before. And then when this nigga started going, I was about to go in. Hold on. Let me
you need to step.
What was we talking about before your ass did that shit? Hold on. We about to get real fucking ignorant in this bitch too. I'm about to get ignorant in this motherfucker. That's a good one.
You talking about like we're talking about Jordan leaving and going up out of here, leave your legacy and stuff.
Yeah, it was a little bit before that. The cut me up. Right before you say what you gonna say.
My bad.
Motherfucker. Ooh, this nigga wait till I get to shot 6 and be like, hey, wait before you talk. You better let me get this shit out while I can think about it.
No, because I knew Diaz was about to slam this bitch.
I'll go in. Fuck. I'm just gonna say what's on my motherfucking mind then. All right, let's just go where the fuck I want to go. I think we was talking about Donald Trump.
Yeah, we were talking about Donald
Trump. And then, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to go with what's on my mind. All right. So, as far perspective came up too, but I'm just going to go with what I'm thinking. So, when it comes to, like, let's say Jordan, he left his legacy and he's still alive, and then people who legacy don't get bigger till they die, right?
Yeah.
I hate that shit because that same shit applied with, like, all our leaders. If you really look at it, Martin Luther King was the man when he was alive, but when he died, you got holidays and all this shit. And let's flip. You know what I hate? I hate when they use the word die when it comes to our leaders. No, nigga, they ain't just die. You know, Martin Luther King, I know where I was going with it. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about how fucked up his country was, and we were like, yo, how was it saying when the end path into like a nigga like Trump being president?
Right.
That show you, and I'm saying it. So y'all niggas about to get mad. I don't care. Voting only count on the state level. Goddamn, okay. If you don't get the right niggas in there to represent your state when it comes to the electoral party, it don't matter what the fuck vote you get up in that bitch. Whoever they want, that's the end path of that nigga. Whoever they want in that seat, gonna be in that seat.
Well, see,
last term.
You know,
Hillary won, nigga, by popular vote. By a long shot.
It's been that way. You know, I mean, look, voting for the black man or woman, shit ain't never been shit.
Bruh.
Real talk. I
mean, Obama was my guy, but Obama got in there for them to prove a point. They like, all right, y'all got a black president. They let him in and didn't let him do shit. He had to fight tooth and nail to pass a bill. Trump got in that bitch his first week and passed 18 bills and didn't ask nobody for no permission. He was just showing up on press conferences. Yeah, I'm passing.
But that goes back to, man, that's not no system. That system never was built for us. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm just telling you, it's the end path. I'm just answering the question when you were like, yo, what does that mean when we get a path with a nigga like that president? It means this is what them niggas wanted that nigga to be.
Ain't
no way Donald Trump should be president. If we live in a normal, rational world, ain't no motherfucking way Donald Trump is president of the United States. I don't give a fuck what you say.
So here's the thing, right? The thing that Donald Trump did was he started talking to a sector of America that people wanted to forget but didn't want to address.
Mm-hmm.
That sector was the racist, the uneducated. For whatever reason, Donald Trump speaking on the third grade level resonated with these people.
You know what? I feel this motherfucker.
Like him. Look, he lit a fire under them people, and they came out. He told them shit that wasn't gonna happen. He told them shit that wasn't even legal. He just started talking out his. He got on that microphone, started talking about his ass. We're gonna bring coal back, jobs back from overseas. It's like, no, we not, nigga. That shit ain't happening. You can like, we're gonna build a wall. Like, no, you not.
Right.
For one, for two, if you got a high school diploma and you ain't got no job, right. Mexicans ain't getting hired at your place.
Right.
That ain't your problem. You got a whole different problem.
Right.
Like, and a wall ain't gonna solve it. So he just kind of talked to people in a way where they resonated with him. And it's a large swath of this country that still feels that way. Like, they still bigoted, they still racist. They hate what's going on. They feel like they're being left behind because now you got to be educated. Now you can't go out and just say whatever you want to say to black people. That shit ain't cool no more in public anyway. And people want to pretend like, oh, well, we better now. Like, we don't do that no more. Like, yes, y'all do. There's a lot of motherfuckers that do. Rich, poor, old, young. There's a lot of motherfuckers that still talk crazy like that. And Donald Trump resonate with them. That's why that motherfucker president. Because the reality is, Hillary won.
Like a motherfucker.
But it's millions and millions of people that still voted for Trump.
And she fucking evil. So it's like, it was that's why they were like, it's the lesser of the evils. But it's like, look.
Well, shit, the thing about that is too.
And lost at the same time.
Them same motherfuckers on Presidential Hill, they ain't ready to have no woman. You feel what I'm saying? I know what. Look, you know how white men always been to their women. You ain't shit
because they like other white men.
White men ain't shit.
Well, so speaking. So I know with Donald Trump being the president, we've gotten away from the actual requirements of president. Like, what is the role of a president of the United States?
Good fucking question.
He should be able to read.
That's a great fucking question.
He's the figure. He's basically a figurehead. That motherfucker don't get up there and do shit. Right?
Nah.
The president ain't gonna change nothing in your city. He ain't gonna change nothing in your state. That's not his job. His job is to go out, represent America, barter deals and treaties and all that shit. Like, he's a representative. With that being said, even in 2020, there are a lot of countries that still view women as kind of secondhand citizens. Especially start going to the Middle East, to China, stuff like that. So for me personally, that would be more of a concern with having a female president. But that's based in logic and reason and, you know, the perspective of the job. Like, what's the role?
You know what? Okay, like from what you saying, right? Think about it, man. Man, it's just white men, period. They ain't never want nothing to come above them. Not even they own women. Like,
hell no.
Hell, compared to, you know, like black men, we don't suppress our women. We might be ignorant as hell and do a lot of dumb shit. But them motherfuckers, like, they wives and shit like that, they ain't shit.
You know, back in the gap, unless you was a rich white man, you had no fucking privilege. They give a fuck you the wife or not. If you ain't white, rich, and own land and slaves, bitch, you ain't white, man. You can't come in here. You ain't no man.
Well, I mean, even the trailer trash of them, man, still don't treat they women like shit.
Go get my spam, lady.
Most of them motherfuckers back in the day that was killing us, you know, they wasn't all plantation owners and shit. They was ignorant third grade mentality motherfuckers.
They was police.
Yeah, police. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't making large wages and they still treated they women like
they was the first form of police that was back there. They was the overseers and the motherfuckers who rounded our ass up. We need a bunch of white men to round up these niggas.
Right.
Y'all look for the task.
Hey, and the reality is, Master wasn't out there on no horse.
No.
All day watching the niggas around him. He was inside the mansion. It was another broke white person Out there on a horse in the sun, just like the niggas was out there in the sun.
Exactly.
So if he was on a horse and they made his ass feel special, that's the fucking mind fuck.
Yep. Yeah.
That's what all this shit. I'm telling you, this shit is like the biggest mind fuck. I call it the white racist man illusion of inclusion. That's what they do. Okay, that's what this shit is, an illusion of inclusion, and it's just my opinion, niggas. Even I'm big when it comes to vote. When it comes to voting, I only feel like it's important when it comes to like your mayors and your governors, because those are people who represent your state. You get the right people up in there, they can handle the police department if they need to fire motherfuckers. They can represent you when it comes to the electoral votes. But as far as like presidents and shit like that, nigga, they control that. Like, nigga, they don't give a fuck how many people come out your state with that. When it comes to them last two people that represent your shit, if they wanted to be a Republican, guess what that motherfucker gonna be? Well, it's nice that this motherfucker got all these votes, but we gonna choose it right here. Mm-hmm. We're rocking with the red, buddy.
I agree with you 100%, D. But what's more important to me, and it's just my opinion, and I'm talking about our people, is that to me the importance of voting would be us actually unifying as a culture. You know, we actually being seen. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn it, this is a platform. We got a chance to use it more than some motherfucker. Hell, we might not make it. You know what I'm saying? Like Martin said, to the mountaintop. You know, we might not make it to be the next president, but damn, at least we all coming together for something where they always trying to rip us the fuck apart.
Man, when Martin said that, he realized he integrated his people into a burning building. He was trying to get us the fuck out of the damn integration. By the time he made that speech. But I'm telling you, it's inclusion. This is what white people did when it came to voting. They held it back and fucked us up for so goddamn long. They made it seem so fucking like treasure. I need it. I wanted. White people gave us back then privileges that human beings were born to have. We died to sit in chairs, to piss and shit in toilets, to drink out of a water fountain, to walk on a fucking road, to go to a school. It seems so mundane to us right now because we were born able to do these things. And I know people would be like, well, they died for that. No, they was murdered for that. And it was like, that doesn't mean that it was right what them motherfuckers was doing. They was completely wrong from the get-go, but we was so fucked up from slavery that when we got free, there was no counseling or nothing you can go to after slavery, nigga. You was just a free slave and went through all this shit, and you had to figure it out. And it ain't too far back. And your great-great-granddaddy was probably a slave.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, shit, our granddaddy was 100 years old.
Shit. And he wasn't a slave. And the other part of that is people try to paint that picture like, oh yeah, they freed the slaves at this point. Free the slaves into what?
Right.
Exactly.
Most hated people in the country.
You freed us and still didn't like fuck with us. You
freed us, didn't give us shit. We was all, broke and homeless. Some people, through the grace of God, got some land or had a little money or whatever. But at the end of the day, white still trump black. It don't matter how low the white person was. It don't matter what they did. They could be the nigga that scraped shit off somebody's shoe. If he white, he above the black millionaire. It don't matter.
That's what I'm saying.
So when you fighting that war, man, it's a whole nother trauma that you're dealing with.
That's a mental war that's a wound that ain't never been healed because it ain't never been properly addressed. It always get kind of swept under. And then it's like they try to give you certain monuments to hold on to, like, all right, well, we fought for civil rights, right? But we should have already had those rights. Even though we wasn't included as human beings when they made the Constitution and all these things, we were still like 1/3 of a person. People tend to leave that out, right? But then like, you got the right to vote and people are pushing on you. Go vote, your vote count. People died for your vote. No, people were murdered for my vote. Our leaders didn't die. That's what I hate when people say, yo, Martin Luther King died for you to do this. No, Martin Luther King was murdered. He had more to do. Malcolm X was murdered. Put that in caps in red, nigga. He was murdered. Okay. Every leader we had, Medgar Evers was murdered. Yeah. But Sonny Shakur had to skip out to the Cuban. They still ain't giving them back. They're like, fuck that. Good job on killing. You know what I'm saying? It's like all our leaders were murdered. They didn't just die of natural causes. And half the time when they were murdered, they were just about to make major moves that would have shifted the mindset and changed everything. You ever notice that they don't fuck up the hood? Because they created the hood, but they'll bomb Wall Street. They'll fuck up Black Wall Street. They'll bomb and fuck that up. They'll fuck up Brownsville, any black metropolitan area that was building without them before integration. Oh yeah, they'll come fuck that up. But they weren't coming in Capri Green or going in Harlem over in the wise like that. Like, yo, we got to bomb this shit because these niggas is getting outrageous. They don't bomb that shit. They only bombed and stopped shit where they saw a threat of black people actually being able to survive without them. That's the illusion of inclusion. It's like,
but see, that go back D into they only fuck with places we unify. That's strategic. Okay, like when we unify in any time we try to unify in something, that's the threat. Because they know if we all come together, hey, like I said, this voting thing, to me, the strongest point is us coming together. Because as long as they keep us apart, even in slavery, as long as they could have kept us apart, you got the house nigga and the field nigga. Hey, it was somebody to watch somebody. I just watched the movie. I don't know if y'all have seen it, Harriet.
Yeah, I watch Harriet, man.
Hadn't watched it yet.
You see, they had that one nigga, okay, that was helping them trying to track down Harriet. You know what I'm saying? It's always been some way if they can divide us, you know what I'm saying, and us not come together. That's the point. No, they're not gonna come up in some place like Capri Green, because in Capri Green shit we already divided.
That's a lie though. That's a lie, because they came in Capri Green after we destroyed it.
Oh yeah, I'm saying, so it's fucking destroyed. You see what I'm saying? Not us, like you brought up like Black Wall Street and shit. That wasn't destroyed shit. That was shit that we was maintaining, and hey, it was our own system. We was working that thing, right? They did come in because hell, they allowed us to, through our unfiedness, tear all that shit down, even though it was part of the project that they originally built anyway. You know what I'm saying? And we proved that. What if we would have said, you know what, fuck that project. We gonna unify and build the shit up that they put here in Capri Green.
No, they're too scandalous for that. You got white folks know how to put shit in places. They're like,
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Knowing that though, now you saying voting is unifying.
Yeah.
We've been voting, marching, protesting for how long?
And you know where I'm at with that, D.
For how long?
I'm saying,
I'm just asking, how long have we been voting? Like, I'm just saying, voting unified is right, but how long we been voting, marching, and protesting? The same damn thing. Ain't changed. It has not changed. This has been the same thing they started marching, fighting to vote for back when we couldn't vote, and we still marching and protesting this shit now.
Yeah, I look.
When everybody who did it then is dead. John Lewis, my man, may rest in peace. He probably the last one that was surviving. And still, after he died, what happened? My man gets shot 7 times in the back.
Yeah, I agree.
In front of his kids.
It is the same shit. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say, so the people that you see doing the marching and the protesting and all that stuff, they are a minority.
Right.
The majority. And I'm saying this like having talked to older black people. The majority of folks just want to go about their business. They're not, activists. They're not out here trying to fight for change. A lot of black people, especially from that, that era, they, going through damn, PTSD.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Like at a certain point, man, a white person, like every white person they encountered, was a life or death situation.
Yeah. Yes.
Like they was at war at home.
What that sound like? Police?
And so like, and the thing is, like, not even the police. Every white boy a black person encountered could end up with them dying.
Yeah.
Lawfully. And this ain't 200-300 years ago.
Right.
Hell no.
Shit. Look, you ain't got that far back at all for that.
Yeah. So like, you had people that
2 days ago.
Yeah, right. So you had people that that existed where that was the norm, them people ain't equipped to lead nobody. Them people ain't equipped to, fight for change and all that stuff. Very few of them mentally was fortified enough to kind of see the future versus just trying to survive. That's all a lot of them was trying to do, was survive. And the result we got now, our generation, we question everything because we have access to information. We got access to social media.
That's part of my problem too.
Like we see what's going on. And so now we have to even fight against our older generation. Like I've been talking to niggas and them telling me that I should just do whatever the police officers say, and that's just how it is, and I should understand that versus saying that shit is actually wrong and something need to change. What are the steps to change? Why, like right now, if you had an issue with a police officer on the side of the road, what's the process?
Right. How does that look?
Like what are the steps you take to change that?
Exactly.
We got voting rights. We got civil rights. We ain't slaves.
Right.
But as far as actually making real change that affects you in your neighborhood, in your city, that blueprint is lost. Like we don't have access to that because the people before us, even though you got all these activists and all this stuff, the people protesting, as far as like equipping us and letting us know that, hey, these are your rights. Like this is what's expected. That's why they treat black people, white people different. Like we make the joke about, the white people that always call them manager and all that shit. That's how you let a motherfucker know that you ain't okay with what's going on. But even us, the way that we've been raised, we not, taught that that's your power. Like that's something that you can do and that's okay. Like that's the process to affect change. Like be at the, the board meeting, be at your kids' schools, like be a part of that shit. Like that's where all the decisions are being made. And to me, that's where we kind of being failed. Like we tell people to vote and all this stuff. At the end of the day, that shit don't really matter. Like we in Alabama, when you go vote, you choose between two white folks.
Well, I'm gonna speak on that too, because I
ain't even from Alabama. Facts.
Me being from the Chi, you not taught the law, you taught how to break it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was taught more on, not taking away from my parents and them because they did have their rules and regulations and shit like that on us. But I spent a lot of time out in streets with my cousins, things like that, and and even that my early hustle, it was more so I'm being taught how to break the law just to even make my hustle. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't taught the law. And then when I ran into the law, it was a problem with the law because the law in Chicago, I mean, a lot of them precincts was gang banging and doing shit too. They
are a gang.
Yeah, they not only are they a gang, but they really was a part and affiliated with the gangs that was on the streets. Like certain precincts could be like certain sets. You know what I'm saying? You go to one precinct, shit, that could have been the GDs. You go to another precinct, hell, it's something else. So you just never know. I walk out my door today, thinking to myself, like what you said, what is the protocol of if you get pulled over? Because I'm feeling when they behind me, it's a possibility that the motherfucker shoot me in my back. You know what I'm saying? And that's right now. So I think, that's still a problem even amongst all of us now. Nobody is comfortable with our law. We don't even want to be taught it because the way we looking at it is like this shit, it don't matter.
Shot number 8.
Because it's all subjective, man.
Yeah.
Right? You go to school right now, the way our education system is set up, the myth is if you you are required to go to school till you're 16. They say that in order to be a successful, contributing U.S. citizen, you need to be educated until you're 16. You don't know nothing about money. You don't know nothing about health. You don't know nothing about the law.
Right.
You you're not equipped to deal with anything in life.
No.
But that is what they're telling you is what's required to be a successful contributing citizen.
Right.
It's false, man.
Yeah, it's false. Like you just said, okay, you look at the shit and they teaching you in school shit you don't need, but all the shit you do need, they ain't saying shit about. Exactly. Because you know what? Exactly that only applies. That only applies, you know what I'm saying, to somebody's personal gain. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I'm not going to tell you everything you need to know because then you're going to start doing shit that can contradict what it is I'm trying to gain.
3 words.
As long as I can keep you down, I'm going to keep your ass down.
Illusion of inclusion. I'm hard. I put that bitch, I send it to you. I'm going to type it up on Canva and send it to you in all caps and all red. So you're related. Yeah, that is what I'm trying to tell you. Look, it ain't hard to peep game, especially in our day and age, because we ain't got we got Google. We ain't got to go search encyclopedias like Back of the Gap.
Oh yeah.
Where there was no phones, no computers, no tablets, no nothing. It was outside the TV with the dial and fucking encyclopedias at your grandma's house. You learn some shit, go get the encyclopedia and you start looking up shit until you find the goddamn word. But
that shit was out of date.
Out of order like a motherfucker. E was never nowhere to be found. The one you need is under the bed. But it's like this. That's what I think. This was way back in the gap. We one of the episodes when I was like, man, shit, the system is working exactly how it's supposed to work.
Oh yeah.
This is how it was structured. This is how it was built. And from what you learn in school to the situations you put in to them training you to be great workers but not great entrepreneurs. Even college, when you go to college, you are going out with a degree to go work for a motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Not to build your own. They building you up so you can be a great fucking worker. Mm-hmm. In process. Oh, yeah. Even look at sports. Sports is fucking phenomenal, right? But if you peep the game and learn how these motherfucking devil ass niggas work, it ain't all y'all, but it's a lot of y'all. Anyway, it's like how these devil ass niggas work. It's like, yo, I ain't got to never pick up a basketball, football, soccer ball, anything sport-wise. I could just go snatch these niggas up.
Right.
I had them do all the work for me, pay them some millions while I'm making billions, trillions off their ass. What LeBron and them fighting for now? They want to own a team. Yeah. These motherfuckers looking at their ass like, nigga, you are never going to own this team, son. I don't give a fuck how big you get. You will never get in here. But look at my nigga Cube. Look what Cube. But niggas won't go support Cube in the big 3, right? Which was a phenomenal idea. Get retired NBA players and them come ball out half court, right?
Yeah.
Black on. Phenomenal. They won't come support that. But niggas is dying to watch NBA in a bubble with fake fans.
Exactly, man. Look, it's just like even before Ice Cube, man, Ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about
the best basketball players on the planet playing in a damn park.
Yeah. I mean, they played in Ruckus. You know what I'm saying? So it's like ain't nobody supporting that like that either. And that should be something mainstream right now.
But you gotta look at how the system, where it all comes from. You know what it was called? And you just go watch Django for niggas who just need it's other shit you get into, but a lot of people don't like to read. Just go watch Django. If you don't want to read, go watch Django. You had Mandingo War, you had niggas fighting niggas, and that was white folks in the tank.
Yeah.
Bump that shit up to 2020. You got basketball and football. Niggas hitting niggas playing niggas doing shit. But in the tank, where's white people in there? And niggas just put white people in there. But it's still predominantly. I mean, sure, it's white people in there. That shit was born without niggas. The daddy was all white people. It was all threes. It was nothing like, it was all shoot. Then you had that one nigga coming there and yoke on the nigga. They're like, yo, we need that in our life.
Exactly.
You know what? That showed the power of our people too, man. Like anything we really go into and commit into and unify in, we turn that.
But they know that. That's what I'm telling you. They know that.
No, and I'm agreeing with that, but I'm just saying I want our people to understand that. Hey, we could turn this motherfucker upside down if we really wanted to.
Look, like this year is a gift and a curse. For one, if you got little kids, it's a wrap. This online shit ain't gonna work if you got little kids. But it's like if you look at school, period. Once you integrated in school, before then, when you had black teachers teaching black children, They control the narrative. You see
But
what I'm saying? Like they was able to mold the mind. But as soon as everybody was fighting to integrate, white people was putting on a good front that includes them. They was like, no, you can't come in here. No, don't let them in. Then at the meetings, we almost got the motherfuckers hooked. You know what I'm saying? They like, nigga, we gonna die to get in that bitch. Now, when we get in there, though, when we let them in, we gonna teach them exactly what the fuck we want to teach them to make sure that we keep their ass on the rock. All right, so he's like, okay, go break. So they back out there. No, that nigga can't come in.
Well, so man, I got 2 points on that, man. One, the white people are the most lied to people on the face of the planet.
Man, what you say? They lie to themselves.
That's fact.
That's the.
Well, I don't know, but nigga, they've been lying to us though.
So the thing is, we lied to as a byproduct of lying to the white people.
Exactly. So we should be the most lied to niggas.
Well, so the thing is, they're not producing the lies for us. Whether we believe them or not, we can fight tooth and nail against the lie. We can know the facts, but as long as the white people believe it, then nothing gonna change. So they don't even have to lie to us. The other part
not no more. No, they ain't got a lot of us no more. But I guarantee you, when we went to school, we learned that Christopher Columbus discovered America. We learned
that. So the thing is, we were reading the white people's lies to each other.
Exactly.
Because remember, in the beginning, we wasn't even taught. They didn't form all the lies for us.
Yeah,
all them lies ain't for us. They ain't them lies ain't to make us.
No, you gotta have your power structure
white
to keep
people.
your people stupid as fuck. Like, if a motherfucker think he powerful, he powerful. If I tell you the shit your whole life, you the shit.
Well, so the thing is, they form those lies to feed each other into believing more lies, and we fought for the right to read them same lies. That's all that happened. They didn't formulate them lies specifically for us. We just reading the lies they've been telling each other. But the other part of that is, I actually got to talk to James Meredith, the first black student to integrate Ole Miss.
Really? How was that?
So I asked him. I said, so how do you? What's your perception of things now that we've been integrated for so long? And you know what he told me? He said, I didn't fight for this shit.
Exactly.
And look, this is at church. He was like, the stuff they got going on now, this ain't the shit I fought for. He was like, I fought for desegregation. He said, when we were fighting for desegregation, integration wasn't a word.
Damn.
He was like, you know why? Because it's different. Desegregation means you remove barriers that prevent people from accessing the same materials. Integration means you take two groups of people, put them together, and one group comes out on top. Integration is white institutions allowing black people to come in, taking all the great blackness and telling black people, leave that black shit at home. When you hear,
leave your greatness at home.
No, bring your greatness, leave your blackness.
But give me your talent.
Fuck that.
Yeah. So when you go to work, so think about it. Every place you go, they only get the best black people. Ain't no mediocre black people being accepted to no white places. You think about white schools, think about Harvard. All they get are the most exceptional black people. But you got retarded white people going there. Think about being at Southern Miss. All the shit they tell you that you got to do to get into college. You get there and this white motherfuckers can't even read. I had a roommate couldn't even read.
I had two of them.
Yeah.
All I did was play hockey.
Man. So it's a part of the lie that they've been telling us, where it's like, for black people, we've been telling each other, you got to work twice as hard to get half of what they got. And these motherfuckers, they damn near retarded.
That's my thing too. That go all the way back to the first point. You ain't got to work twice as hard when your ass realizes a motherfucker willing. There is a blueprint. Your ass just don't want to look at it. Like, you so convinced the thing too. You got to work twice as hard when it's another fucker giving you the blueprint. Like, yo, actually you don't. Like, here, all you got to do is like make a left. No, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just here for the journey, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to go. But no, all you got to do is make a left. Just go left.
That's a generational thing. Cause me and Ashley talk about that a lot. Talk about the stuff that our parents told us. But the thing is, our parents didn't really fuck with white people like that. They weren't around like we were.
Facts.
Like we worked next to him. We went to school next to him.
My dad would.
Yeah, so black
I
people
had
just
to choke
told
his
you
motherfucking
stuff.
ass out.
My ass was not around white folks like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Look,
So a lot of those, misconceptions about how white people are and what we got to do to operate around them and all that stuff. That's stuff that black folks told other black folks. But once you start being around white people, like these motherfuckers they barely functioning. Half these
man,
motherfuckers need to be
hey,
parking in special parking spots.
see, you know what, E? And that's what I wanted to touch on too, man. Because I mean, look, going all the way back, and this is one of them things that just really always bothers the fuck out of me. Is we never had to give them that power. Like, really, man, we should have beat their ass on the boat.
Yeah,
You
man.
know, they always been outnumbered. You know what I'm saying? We didn't always been a more predominant, more, you know what I'm saying, powerful race,
Yeah,
you
man.
know, of people, man. And we dilute down that. You know what I'm saying? Like D, you brought up a point in one of our episodes, man. It's like,
mental.
you know, and I understand that, but fuck, they mental too. Like Eric just said, them motherfuckers don't know nothing. We put them here. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
and you said that in another episode, how we tend to want to fall into putting them here because shit, it's like they got magical toilets and shit to piss in and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And hell, us, we not understanding shit. We got the golden rule. We didn't always have.
It's like this. All right. So when it comes,
You know,
I like remember when we used to talk about niggas in the hood doing crazy shit, but I said I couldn't really fault them because your environment shapes how you like respond to shit, right? But it's like you got to go all the way back on them ships. There was niggas who was like, "Fuck that, let's rock." There was a couple of motherfuckers
I'm
who
not
took that
saying
bitch
all,
over,
but
right?
I'm saying it should have been all them motherfuckers. We should have
see,
beat
then you gotta look at it from the perspective of
That's not reality though.
how they took that shit over. Like I got a book called The History of America. Now look at it this way. You got to put yourself in their brain, right? All right, so this nigga stumbles up on America, right? He got ships, they got swords, this fucking horses and shit, and you got the native people on this land. They ain't seen metal, they ain't seen shit like that. But what they do got an abundant amount of is shit that the other niggas won't. They got jewels, they got gold, they got diamonds. They think Columbus is a motherfucking white god the way he done sailed up on this bitch with all this. They come presenting him with motherfucking gifts and shit. It's the mental it's the mental structure of the people that they attacked. And these are the people that birth generations and generations and generations. If I take your strongest warrior, right? I beat that nigga to a crisp, rape him in front of you, tar and feather that nigga, tie him up to 2 different horses and rip him apart in front of you. If it's 20 different, I don't give a fuck how strong they are. I just took your strongest nigga. Just like the same concept of when you get to a different school, you go knock out the nigga that's supposed to be the big bully. You're like, who the big nigga on the block? Him? I'm about to fuck you up. Bow! You knock that nigga out. Guess who the new nigga on the block? You. Shit. That motherfucker come up. You. They're like, nah, don't fuck with that nigga. That nigga just, nigga, you know firsthand. When we pulled up to the house and you fighting 8 niggas in the yard, you was young. We like, why this nigga fighting all these niggas in the yard? Because they trying to jump you in the game. They ain't trying to jump your ass no more. They're like, no, we gonna be this nigga friend. There was 8 niggas. It was 8 niggas then. Like fight you 8 niggas. So you got 8 niggas that could have pummeled you, but you won. So it was a mental battle from the get-go. They knew, like, if they knew what to do, and the niggas who was not with that shit, they fought to their death, or they chose to die.
Yeah, I you know, maybe it's just me. I didn't always been that nigga. I would have been the nigga on the boat.
We all say that back when we get in slavery, nigga, I would die. I'd be dead, nigga. Say that shit.
I mean, I couldn't see, bro. It's just me. Period. Motherfuckers started raping my woman, some shit like that.
Nigga, they will rape you.
Nigga, you know, fuck, hey.
Yeah, man. Shit wasn't.
They rape you. They even go for the woman most of the time. Them niggas get gay. They rape the nigga in front of the woman to demasculine him.
Hey,
they
that's a
called
whole
buck bucking.
Yeah,
and you know what? And see, they don't even talk about that kind
of shit.
That's
called butt breaking, buck breaking, nigga. They will rape the man in front of the woman to demasculate this nigga. I fucked your nigga. They ain't say I fucked your bitch. No, I fucked your nigga.
Yeah, man, they wouldn't even have to do anything to the woman because, you know, once the man was, you know, emasculated like that, you know, he was mentally fucked up.
Oh yeah.
Like, he wasn't worried about the woman no more. He was worried about,
see,
you know,
hey, That's another reason why in the beginning, when we was talking about how hard it is for men to, what I'm saying, like come out of that pride.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of them reasons too.
Yeah,
and a lot of people don't understand how deeply rooted that is. Like you just said, motherfucker rape you in front of, what I'm saying, your woman.
All this shit is
you ever
rooted.
supposed to feel like a man.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's
man.
why I get mad at motherfuckers talking about forget slavery or forget that part. They be like, oh, that happened. So no, nigga, that is the primary cause of every black American in America right now. Why they fucked up. It's a generational thing that was passed down. It was never talked about. It was never worked out.
Yeah,
I don't even think our women understand that shit.
Even
though.
the broken home.
Trying to explain ourselves to them, they don't even understand how far it goes because they look at their circumstance like,
the
we
whole
went
construct of the
and
broken
that.
home come from slavery.
Man.
Like how they sold off your child.
But
they separated you from there. Nigga, that broken home and the black home come from slavery.
Yeah, but man, maybe if our women understood too, y'all wasn't the only ones being raped. We was being raped too. You know what I'm saying?
They would rape that nigga. They would go get the strongest nigga out the bunch, put a bag over his head, and have him fuck his mama to reproduce. Man. This is type of sick shit that they would do back in the Gap, right? So, like I said, right. That's another reason why I get upset when people don't go for it. It's like, nigga, because back then they had no choice. Like they didn't have choices. Like there was either death or submission. But now you have literally all the answers at your fingertips, literally on your phone. You ain't even got to get up off. You can be shitting and figure out whatever the fuck you want to figure out. Nigga, you want to build a sink? You can go to YouTube and build a sink. Why you shitting? And think about it, you could build a better toilet while you sitting on the toilet. You know what? I want to make this toilet better. Let me YouTube this shit right quick.
Mid-deuce.
Yeah, let me see. Oh, that's how you make it flush better. Gonna try this when I get done. It's like you literally have all the information to your fingertips. So for you to still be on that bullshit, and you know what? I wouldn't even get so passionate about it if it's not something that you say you wanted. That's what triggered me. It's like you say you want it, and then somebody try to offer you help, and then it's like, nigga, what? Wait.
Yeah, man.
Don't say you want it.
Yeah, that's the big part of it, man. Everybody ain't meant to be an entrepreneur.
No, man.
Right? Like so this is America. Basically, unless you look like you dripping in jewels and all that shit, you ain't really, you got to have some self-esteem because going on social media and all that stuff, if you working a normal job, making a regular living, they'll have you thinking you ain't shit. But at the end of the day, it don't matter how many degrees you got, how much money you make. A nigga I hate to see pull up, a motherfucking plumber, a damn electrician, a motherfucker for Roto-Rooter who literally put on a hazmat suit and literally go play and shit in the backyard. I'm nervous when that nigga pull up.
That nigga make a killing.
Because he about to knock my motherfucking head off.
That nigga make a killing.
But if you listen to, the perception that people portray of success, them niggas eat like a motherfucker with a high school diploma.
Hell yeah.
Like, that's the gas. Like, that's the knowledge, man. That's the shit that you try to pass on to people. Like, hey, man, college ain't for everybody.
No.
Go out here being an electrician, man.
Yeah. Find you a trade. Shit.
Yeah. And the link
got rid
to
of
entrepreneur,
the
link to entrepreneurship, you gotta have a fucking skill.
Yeah.
If you ain't got no skill, what kind of business you gonna run?
They gonna go into e-com, nigga. They gonna go on Amazon. And they gonna drop shit.
I take it back to the analogy of the video game, right? How you got them certain attributes, skills that you got to build in order to be.
About like them limits.
Yeah. Look, you ain't about to be. And I'm gonna go on my brother, Final Fantasy. Damn it, you need that goddamn limit breaker.
See,
you feel me?
I just wanted him to tell y'all he's talking about Final Fantasy.
You ain't got that motherfucking limit breaker, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you do. You ain't fucking nobody up with them regular attacks. It's just not about to happen.
So you gotta level up.
Yeah. Shit, you gotta have that limit breaker. That meter better hit
You hit a nigga with
At some
15,
point.
then you get that limit breaker, hit that motherfucker with 2,000. Be like, yeah, he did. You overly use that bitch on a normal
There's a
soldier.
difference
Like,
between your motherfucking
let me
100
hit
and
this nigga
some
with this
point
limit
hit.
breaker right quick. 2,000 on a nigga only had 15 points worth to kill him.
Hey,
That ain't
sometimes you
safe.
gotta make an example out of motherfucker, man.
Ha! Hercule hit him with the jaw. Yeah, the jaw, nigga.
But you know, man, hey, I think another part that play into that too, y'all, is fear, man. Motherfuckers is scared.
Oh, that ain't a part of it. That's the
That
root
is
of
the
it.
part of it, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
the
the
big
Scared.
part.
You know,
That's
they
the
talk
foundation.
about wanting to be, you know, successful, but the fear of that, man, that play into the mindset.
Like my nigga Mike Tyson. Yeah, yo, y'all really, hey, y'all need to check out Hot Boxing podcast with Mike Tyson. That shit is phenomenal.
Hey, I already been. I'm on that already, man.
Like Mike Tyson said, I was in the wing and I couldn't take the steps. It was killing me. It was killing me. I was in there. I was doing what I needed to do, and it was like, oh man, I got all this power, all this money, and I could take it. That nigga be boy. When I say nigga can smoke the fuck out of a joint, that nigga. I couldn't take it. And I was like, yo, Mike, man, you the man, you the man. I'm like, I'm the man. I got all this money. I got women. I got tigers. I got cars. I was fucking losing it. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah, man.
That nigga philosophical. That nigga, you said Mike ass, they're gonna be talking about some shit that's deep. You like, you know, and I lost my parents and that fucked me up. Mike be like, so tell me about it. Tell me how did it fuck you up?
Exactly.
Like, Mike, nigga, wait. Don't nobody want to go back through that shit. But ain't nobody gonna tell Mike I don't want to talk about it. They be like, well,
Yes, sir.
Now they pull the Obama
well, you know, I guess I'll talk about it. Hey, I watched like 18 episodes. Ain't nobody ever tell the nigga they want to talk about that. That nigga hit on the worst shit. You know, I was out here robbing motherfuckers and showing, oh, well, you know, tell me about it. How did that affect you? Yeah, sit back, smoke his joint, and then niggas be like, damn, I gotta talk about this shit. I really don't want to tell Mike Tyson no.
Yep, I didn't plan on going back through all my childhood trauma.
I know, it's like, okay,
Mike wants to know about Mike wants to know about my spiritual journey, so
Mike don't be
I
playing.
got to tell his ass.
That nigga hit your ass with that womp so quick. You be like, yeah, you know, I used to like get raped as a kid or something. Mike be like, oh, you know, tell me how that affect you? Like, what did that do?
Exactly.
How did that affect you? I was like, Mike, I don't want to talk about this shit.
Hey.
No, you gonna talk about it. Okay, you right. I'm gonna talk about it. Anyway,
that motherfucker started pigeon clapping on you.
I can't stand y'all niggas.
Hey, it don't matter what the journey is, man. Somebody can be that motherfucker. Yeah, man. So I went on this spiritual journey, man, and I licked a toad, and then I tickled I tickled a warthog, and Michael hit their ass with was it a green toad? Because that's
bro, he be asking the most but they be like the best questions ever.
Exactly.
It's like, oh yeah. Told, you know, how was it? Tell me what it felt like. What was it like?
Yep. So when you tickled the warthog, did it raise the hairs on the back of your neck like you did?
What do it though? What really do it is the nigga after he asked that like inappropriate awesome ass question, he sit back and give you a look like, oh, you about to talk. He be like, so tell me about it. This nigga had mafia niggas on his show.
Man.
Talking about how they killed niggas. He be like, I had to be a made man. So what you have to do to be a made man? You know, tell me about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, he be like, well, you know, Mike, you know, Mike. You know what I had to do, Mike. You know, so we just leave it at that, Mike. No,
I don't know.
No, I don't know. Tell me what you're talking about. So what you have to do? Kill a nigga? You have to go out there and shoot a nigga, kill her. Oh, fuck. And the way you said it, be killing. Fuck. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit, man. This shit's crazy. Fuck.
You know what, man? And you know what? But sometimes, hey, that little crazy, man, that set the tone for your path.
Hey, man, Mike, my guy. That's my
man. I mean, look at all the shit he done been through, man. But Mike's crazy. I mean, hey, it set his path, man.
But look at his path. Like, if you just look at your journey, just look at where you started. Your first brick, right? Even when you was a kid, just look at the roads you done built up to this point.
Man,
recognize the dog. And like I heard a good saying. I heard a couple of good sayings. One was like, every storm that you went through, you just knew that you wasn't gonna make it through it. But now you looking back at it like, man, I remember when. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, you like, nigga, I ain't gonna never make it through this. But you ain't never been through the same storm twice.
Now look, I just said, right? Okay, yo, crazy, right? All right. Almost every motherfucker that had done something great, they look crazy as fuck when they started doing it. Like you just brought up a storm. Motherfucker gonna think you crazy as hell for wanting to go through this storm.
There go.
Because of the way the storm looked. You know, when motherfuckers first started, you remember when them Bluetooth, I know E gonna relate. When them Bluetooth things came on, everybody looked like they fucking talking to themselves.
Oh, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers think you crazy.
Hey,
you know how much money I made?
But they thought you was crazy. Like, why is motherfuckers talking to themselves?
I was so thankful for Bluetooth. Bruh, look, listen to me. You don't understand. You don't motherfucker understand. You know how much money I made off Bluetooth.
All I was saying is,
don't understand.
It was crazy, right? It looked fucking crazy, right?
Yeah.
Right? It looked crazy. But you got to want to look crazy in order to be successful. You got to have that mindset, man, because if you just got fear there, you'll never accomplish it.
So actuality, what you're saying, well, you have to not care about
you
other
can't.
people's opinions.
Yeah, how the fuck do they think of what it looked like?
If you're doing what you like, if you actually walking like in the purpose that you think you're walking in, you can't give a fuck about other people's opinions, and you can't even put expectations on people that you feel like should care. That's the big thing that fuck a lot of people up, like emotionally. It's like, I'm out here doing it, but y'all ain't supporting me.
Let's think of what y'all just said about
my supporting me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you my people. Why ain't you supporting me? You have to get to the point where it's like, it doesn't matter if you support me. It doesn't matter if you don't believe in me. I know I'm doing what I need to do, and eventually, who I'm for, they gonna come. You know, and that takes a while.
And that's why.
Tough.
That's why I'm bringing it back full circle, D, to you, right? Because you was like you said, man, I'm so passionate about this shit.
I'm passionate.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, right now, this shit what we doing tonight might look crazy, right? Everybody ain't hopping on board. You sending people shit, they ain't hopping on board. All right, well, you gotta be like Mike Tyson. Well, you know what? I don't really give a fuck. Smoke this joint and look crazy.
But see, that's my thing. That's part of my purpose.
Nigga.
That's why it's a gift. It feel like a gift and a curse, because it's like, nigga, I see your potential.
Yeah, man.
So it just pisses me off when you don't see your potential. Nigga, that's why I started training motherfuckers back in 2012, 2013. I got tired of caring about folks' help more than they did. And I wasn't even charged.
Yeah, man. It's two points to that, man. That's real big.
It.
One, the quick point is, when you were talking about the storm or the trial or whatever, one thing you got to understand is everything you go through ain't just for you.
Damn right.
Sometimes you go through shit so that you can help other people.
That's right.
It ain't even something
That's the most important.
It ain't even something that specifically you need.
Right.
So sometimes, you know, if you get caught up in the fact that you're going through a storm versus just trying to figure out, like, well, what do I need to get so I can get out the storm? You know, you'll get distracted. But also, man, just thinking about the idea of going through storms and trials and stuff, man, it's a part of your legacy, man.
Oh yeah.
Like, that's what's gonna shape you for the future.
Yeah, agreed. Especially if you survive it.
Yeah, man. Like, and everybody not ready for everything. Everything ain't meant for everybody. So some people go through storms and and I actually disagree with D. Some people gonna go through the same storm over and over again because they ain't gonna never get out of it.
That's because they went through it. They ain't sick through it. It's a big difference.
So they just got out.
They just got out. I know a lot of motherfuckers who go in and get out. It's like, fuck that. What an exit. Because they don't never learn the lesson. I get what you're saying though with that one. Like, I know a lot of people who go and repeat the same shit over and over and over again. But that's because them motherfuckers even sitting down, even trying to get the lesson.
Yeah.
Well,
They decided in their head.
This is it.
They decided in their head what the solution to their problem looked like.
Right.
So they removed themselves from reality. It's like life's trying to teach you a lesson, but you already made up in your head what it's supposed to look like versus being like, maybe I need to actually look around and think about
that's what
the
I'm
fuck
saying.
is going on. Like I know somebody, and Daryl, you can relate to this, man. Somebody who is older than us, man. They like in their 40s and still, struggling to get IT jobs. Been working in IT
buddy.
for 25 years, but still struggling and want to come up to Huntsville. And I'm like, well, first off, you need to get some certs. The base cert.
That's what we all go ahead.
And all they give me is excuses why they can't get the cert.
That's it.
I'm like, bro, it's people that's not even in our field that's got these certs.
Y'all
that's
two
what I'm
niggas
saying,
are
man.
reading my mind. I hate y'all.
These fucking certs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's like
invite E on every show. This nigga,
like this is the man. Like this is the currency of our industry.
I done had that conversation so many times, with people. This shit is incredible.
Yep. Now, the flip side of that, it's another homie down there in Birmingham, and I say his name. His name is Corey. I got the utmost respect for Corey. He reached out to me right after I left Southern Company, and he was like, "Hey, man, I'm a contractor, and I'm looking at changing jobs. Should I come to Southern Company?" I was like, "No." Because they racist.
No, hell no. Hell no.
And so he was like, yeah. And so at the time he was working the job, he was like, yeah, man, I was looking and it paid a little bit more if I go to Southern Company, man. But, I've been talking to you because he just reached out to me on LinkedIn. He was like, I saw you work for Southern Company. I'm trying to, get into IT. He's specifically trying to get into cyber. And he was like, should I work there or whatever? I was like, no. I was like, okay, what they offering you, don't do it. Yeah. And so he listened to me. And this was, I'm trying to think how long ago this was. Right now, this was about 3 years ago. Yeah, this
was working together. That was a minute.
Yeah, this was like 3 years ago. And he got his first cyber job this year. But he been grinding the whole time. Well, the whole time. He said he messed around for like a year, but then he like got down on it. And he been like listening, like every piece of advice. I'm like, hey, man, you need to get this cert, and get this cert. You need to study on this, and you think about this. And he got to the point where it was a company in Birmingham. They made him an offer. I was like, I know that's a lot more than what you're making, but that's disrespectful. He was like, man, that's a lot of money, man, but I'm gonna listen to you, man. He turned it down, and the doggone CEO of the company was reaching out to him, offering him $20K more. Like, hey, man, sorry, but we really need your skills. I'm like, if they was gonna do that to you, don't even worry about them. And getting a job at a bank, but he loving it though. But he worked and it paid off though.
Yeah, man.
What did he do? Took your motherfucking advice when you came. Let's go back to the beginning of my rant. When you find a nigga who say, hey, check this out. And by niggas and nigga, no, I'm spelling it N-E-G-U-H, which is one I made, and then N-E-G-U-S, which means king and emperor. Get it right. Not disrespectful. Learn your words. Anyway, my man literally just said, I told him, hey, man, that shit disrespectful. They offer you $20K more. Ain't too many niggas gonna be like, I ain't taking this $20K more. But Erick Clifford Kelly, the smooth tech gent that he is, he said, hey, look, man. Say not huh? What's that? Nah, we ain't taking that. Nah, that's just disrespectful. That's for sure right on. All right, now, Chuck. All right. Hit the Bluetooth. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, do you know how much faith you got to have in your homie to say, in your brother to be like, yo, if he got a woman at all, he ain't have after that. It was like, yo, like,
nah, man, he was single, man.
He had to be, because I'll tell you that if he had a woman and she's like, excuse me, let me get this straight.
Right.
You turned down a job that pays you 20 extra K.
Right, 20
because Erick, who's making way more than that, told you no?
The
That's
smooth
disrespectful. You turn. Let me wait.
Hey,
help me understand. You
you're
turned
about to
down
see.
$20K because Erick, who's okay
Right.
in life right now,
All I'm
no
saying
broke
is,
ass. That's disrespect. You know what? You're disrespectful. I'm going. I'm not. Okay.
we
That's
got
actually
the
it.
pigeons
Women don't.
clapping.
Hey,
Women
see-
don't tear down your man. Women don't tear down your man. Goddamn it. That's the moral of the story. Don't you be tearing down your niggas. Because Erick is an IT expert. You better listen to a nigga who above you and who took
I'm
them
trying to
steps,
tell you.
worked in that company, and can tell you, nigga, no, that's disrespectful for what you can do. How
But
I
it goes
know?
back
Because
to,
nigga, I did
man,
what
look,
you
it
did.
ain't for everybody, man. It just ain't.
Hey, and that's a huge, like, do what you're saying right now, man. Just as far as black people in general, understanding our worth, man, and what we worth, it's been
Man.
given to us so much that when
Yeah.
you come across a motherfucker that really understand, like, in the perspective of like the world, like where
Mhm.
they stand,
Mhm.
it's totally different, man.
But it'll make you feel so minuscule. Like I didn't look in my field. I wanted to be well rounded, so I went and got all these certifications, which I don't understand. I be telling motherfuckers constantly. I got the certification I did from Kung Fu Panda from Daryl. It was like Daryl told me. Daryl was like, "Man, fuck going back to school." That nigga said, "Man, fuck going back to school. I'm getting these certs." And I was like, "Well, you know what?
Hell
Let me
yeah.
look into some shit." So I started looking
Mhm.
into it because I was like, "Man, fuck this teacher shit." I was finna become a history teacher, just to become a guidance counselor, just in 10 years to become a life coach. So I was like, all right. When Jay was like, fuck that, quit your job, come to me to California, which was another storm. Y'all niggas don't
Mhm.
understand. We went to California, nigga, in 2 months, lost over 10 racks, just trying to survive.
Hey,
Mhm.
Cali is
Yeah.
I
Just trying to
understand, man.
survive.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
had to start from scratch coming back to Georgia. You know, because she was paying bills here, but she was supposed to be getting paid so much there, but they lied. So it was
Yeah.
like we uprooted there, nigga, and I quit my job. So understand that was tough. But in quitting my job, having faith in my wife, it was like, yo, fuck it.
Mhm.
You know, if this the path, then hey, I ain't feeling nothing telling me not to go. So I'm gonna do it. Then I got to grow my beard, and that was the main thing. But anyway, I went to Cali, got introduced to a life coach and got my life coach certification. I skipped all the other shit. I got my life coach certification in like 6 months. Then from there, I got my personal trainer certification a little bit after that. And then I kept grinding, and I went and got my nutrition coaching certification. I got my wellness consultant certification. Like all that came from that one step, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, go with your gut. You know when you're not getting treated what you worth. It's not because you hate your job. Like you go in that motherfucker, you hate your job. You say it to your coworkers. I'm in this motherfucker. I'm clocking in. They ain't paying me shit and pennies. I mean,
I got a story like Erick, right?
it's ridiculous.
This is me. This is my beginning, right? IT career. I'm about to kick this shit off. I got my certs. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud, right? E? I didn't go back to school for really the degree. Once I saw that they had the certs, because I knew that's what every motherfucking body was asking for. Whenever you had an interview, even as a contract, the first thing they asked you was, do you got your A+, do you got this, do you got that, right? No matter what the job was.
Yep.
You know, so I was like, okay, these certs is important. I'm about to ace these motherfucking classes so I can get these bitches paid for free. Okay? Now, my first job interview I had, right? It's a little small company. Ooh. Right, I get there, little Chinese man, he owned the motherfucker, you know. They don't give a fuck about us eat. So he take me to the back, right? It ain't even an office. It's just like this fucking warehouse full of different parts and shit everywhere, you know. So I'm talking to him, man, and you know, he made me an offer, but he told me, he was like, you know, I don't care nothing about certifications or nothing like that. You know, and I could have been like, you know what, shit, I'm in. I'm gonna go ahead and take this job. Man, I got up and told him, I said, well, you know what? Shook his hand. It was nice, you know, thank you for the interview. You know what I'm saying? I walked out.
Yep.
Now,
That's a red flag, cause
yeah, it was a red flag for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, I done worked my ass off to get these certs, for one. Two, this is industry standard. Ain't nobody telling me shit you telling me.
Exactly.
Okay?
Yep.
All right. And you gonna pay me this. No, I mean, not bad. It's still more than what I was getting paid at the time. And you know, I had my girl and my daughters. Oh, I'm struggling shit. I'm sleeping on the floor, you know. But if I would have took that job,
you would have been in jail, huh?
Right. Yeah, pretty much. I would have killed that little
Yeah, you would have been in jail. Yeah.
I would have beat his ass with the parts.
Cellmate C Block 99722.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You know, because you fucking with my family right off. You fucking with my family in this interview.
Yeah, he'd have been making them collect calls, man.
I ain't taking none of them bitches. You have to collect my click.
Have a call, bro.
No, I don't. Click. You heard from your brother. I heard from this bitch saying I got a call from that nigga, but I ain't take.
But that's what I'm saying. It go back to when you know, like he said, he was telling his boy Corey, man, look, don't take that, and that's the truth, man. When you know, goddamn it, that you set up for success, why would you settle for anything less than?
Yeah.
Okay,
Bruh,
you set up to be successful.
worth.
You know what you need to get to where you want. You done fought to get there, and then you put all that down just because somebody put a price. Nah.
Bruh, you know me. I came at both of y'all niggas at one point. I mean, I came to Daryl first. I was like, nigga, you should build gamers.
Yeah.
I mean, I said that shit so long because this nigga, every time I went to his crib, he was like, yo, oh, baby crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? On that note, we gonna wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying? So, we about to wrap this motherfucker up.
Yes, sir.
Big E had to go handle business.
Yes, sir.
But it's all Gucci in the hoodie.
Yes.
We can get to that enough. This one been long enough anyway. We're working on maybe 2 hours.
Yeah, it's definitely been 2 hours, bro.
But it needed to be because we had extra perspective. So,
yes.
want to thank E for being on. If he come back before I do the salute, I give it about 2, and then we'll do the salute. I'll finish what I was saying though. I came at Daryl, big bro, at one point, told him to do gamers because I saw that he was the shit, and it was easy. I came at E and I asked E, you know, like, yo, can you do your job outside of your job? Like, do you have everything you would need to do that or provide that service?
Yeah.
Outside of there, like, what would you need? That's my thing. When somebody tell me they code with it, I'd be like, man, shit, do it on your own.
Right.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna, like, I never understood that. It's like, nigga, no, if you can do it on your own, do it on your own and make your money. Like with the teachers this year. Nigga, I would have formed a union. If I was a teacher, I'd be like, shit, why they don't want to pay us? All right, fine, fuck it. We gonna form a union, however, or whatever we gotta do and offer our service on Fiverr or up, whatever the fuck it. Nigga, like, you need a teacher? I teach. Shit. Pay me this much an hour.
But see, man, you know what? Sometimes you got them, it's like tunnel vision, man. They've been doing one thing for so long that they don't see all that. Like you brought up Fiverr and all the different ways. Like we can see it from the outside, but they probably ain't never even looked at any of that shit.
Right.
So they don't know.
That's because they go on, I guess, the standards of the United States that you have
they
to
just like, I'm here to teach. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right. Hey man, the reality is we had to look at that. We had to explore all teaching options this year.
Look, this ain't it. I tell you, this ain't it.
Yeah, man. So here they were stressing in person. The virtual, like we doing the virtual quote, but it was a last minute option. And it's been fucking cluster ever since we started. Every week is something different. And so we actually looked at homeschooling, and a lot of the like sites we was looking on and Facebook pages, the people that's already doing homeschooling, they're like, especially for like kindergarten, first, second grade.
Facts.
They're like, this shit is easy. That's we done by lunch.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm done by lunch. If just to be honest, for y'all who out here listening,
man. And so
I'm done by lunch regardless.
And the thing is, like, you think about school and it's like real structured. The kid there from 7:30, 8 o'clock to 2:30.
Yeah.
The majority of that time they're not learning.
No,
I think that was just for parents who work. Shit. That was just to get you through work. Yeah,
it's like that's the and at the end of the day, you ain't working your full time. No. From 7:30 to 2:30. Ain't nobody get off at 2:30.
No.
So it's like you still gotta, send them after school and all this stuff. But just looking at how much your child is actually learning during the day and what it takes. Like, all you need to do to homeschool is say, like, hey, I'm homeschooling. And they're like, okay, well, this is going to be your sponsor school. So,
Right.
like, if your child doing the extracurricular activities, they can do that. But, and even down to the curriculum, like, ain't no homeschool curriculum. It's like, basically, as long as your kid know this shit, they good.
Right.
And so just kind of unshackling from that school structure. That's a big structure to.
I'm hoping it do unshackle from that shit, because, like, honestly, they wasn't teaching you what you needed anyway. And
it ain't designed to teach. It's designed to basically
specify your ass for 8 hours.
Exactly.
And that shit is like time, trying to do some time management type shit.
Right.
But you know what? Look,
Peyton ain't
check
going.
this out.
Peyton ain't going.
Will Smith, right? I was just talking to my wife about this. Will Smith, I was watching him and Jada. They doing more of the red table talk things now, right?
Oh shit!
So Will was on there, man. He was talking about him and his dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
And how when he was young, you know, his dad was real militant.
Oh, that was a good episode.
You saw that?
That was one about Brick. When
that, his dad, he was. I mean, he was against like school because he was like, you know, that's really not, that's taking you away from the shit that you really need to be learning. So when Will became a father, he instantly said he wasn't sending his kids to school. He homeschooled all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, let's be clear. Jaden and them is free spirits like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah, they
but I love the way they think. But it'd be like, yo, they like the hippie friend that you gotta chill out sometimes. Like, Jay, yo, chill the fuck out.
Yeah, because the other side of that is they eventually gotta plug into society at some point. So
maybe.
So, they ain't gonna plug in, but regular motherfuckers who
I would say regular niggas gotta plug in. They own the plug, so it's like, no, you don't have to plug in.
Yeah, so you know, eventually you got to be able to operate in society to some extent. But I do like the idea, because like the more we start looking at stuff, it's like some of the stuff you said it was crazy when we were younger. Now it's like, you know what, that shit really don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You know, kind of get me to thinking about the 4 agreements, man. Like, man,
hey, look, hey, yo, bro, don't do that. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. You already been on this bitch for like 2 hours. I can go all night on that. We ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna have to wrap this shit up soon. Don't bring up that book.
Hey, my bad, man.
That's my number 1. And
hey, me too, man.
The Art of Living is my number 2 now. That book is phenomenal, man. I offer that too.
I gotta read that, man.
I offer that bitch too. The Audible and the motherfucking PDF. I got both versions. I buy it so other folks don't have to buy it, and I give it away for free.
Yeah, man.
I'm on my Buddhist shit. Them motherfuckers got it. I'm trying to, other than that not having sex shit, they got it.
Oh no, the sex got to happen, cuz.
Yeah, they got to happen, but they got it though. Everything else, oh nigga, they got it. I'm just like the peace and dealing with folks, but that non-sex shit, they tripping. But other than that,
hey, that's a superpower, man. No sex.
No, nigga, till you kill a nigga. Why you think they can whoop ass so much? Shit.
Nah, man. I'm just saying, like, imagine if you went through life and sex wasn't an issue, man. You be impervious, cuz.
I'll be unstoppable.
Exactly.
Unstoppable. Boy,
but that ain't reality, cuz.
Nothing would stop me. There is nothing on earth that can penetrate my armor at that. That's the only chink in my motherfucking armor. It's really like that. I got one chink. And that's it. So I don't see that bitch. Ain't no storm on earth go for the stop forge that piece of metal. That shit gonna forever be chink. That's a jock strap. That ain't gonna never be chink. I can meditate everything between, but nigga, halfway through meditation, if a motherfucker walk up on me ready to rock, guess what? I'm gonna go, ready? Oh shit. So we're gonna do it like this with this good old Berg salute.
Yo, salute, baby. Salute.
Yo,
yes, sir.
It's up to it, down to it. Fuck those who don't do it. We do it because we used to it. Drink, motherfucker, drink. And on that note, we will be back next Friday, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. Hey, thank you for joining us tonight, man. It's a pleasure. Hopefully you come back for several more. You're always invited if you got time.
Yes,
Hey, I
sir.
love them, man.
Yeah.
Just talking is talk, man.
Facts.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
y'all hear it. God damn it, stop running away. Y'all stay. Y'all niggas who come to the door and don't knock, getting on my nerves now. Y'all be blessed, man. Stay blessed. Stay focused. Stay disciplined. Stay dope.
Stay dope.
Stay dope.